Do you really know how Dragon Ball was born? If your answer is Toriyama copied Journey to the West, then you are believing in lies. Yes, he used stuff from it, but way less than you think. Let's learn some history. In 1982, Toriyama made a one-shot manga about a desert bandit with a talking pet and a flying motorcycle. Sounds familiar? Yes, Yamcha. The manga name is Ping, the Jack Rain story. She's a bandit, but in this story, she steals water from the guys that ended up being the reason for the water shortage in the world. The villains will make you remember R and R. They even have the origin of Ninja Murasaki. And the story base is reused for Sandland, but in a different and better way. And what about Pingyao? A weird-looking talking cat with the ability to transform into anything. Sounds familiar? Yes, Puar. Pingyao is from Dragon Boy, a 2-chapter manga by Toriyama in 1983 to August and October. Dragon Boy is about a kung fu boy with dragon wings, and his master's name is Master Roshi, and he uses a flying cloud. Exactly. But Master Roshi's design was based on a god from Dr. Slump. The boy is ordered by his master to go on a mission, taking the princess home and, of course, protecting her during that journey. Looks like the idea of making an adventure like a modern Journey to the West was already here. Now look at the robot they face. Yes, that's the origin of Dragon Ball's pirate robot. Yes, a lot from Dragon Boy was reused in Dragon Ball. It even had a dragon that lives inside a sphere. Now, this is Playmo, a female character from a Toriyama one-shot manga named The Adventures of Tong Po, November 1983. She shot the protagonist at the first encounter and tried to seduce the enemy of the story with her sexiness. Sounds familiar? Yes, Bulma. Look at the enemy she wants to seduce. It's obviously based on the alien from Alien, like Frieza's third form. And look at what the protagonist has. Capsules. The beginning of the idea for the famous technology. 1 year later, Dragon Ball begins. Basically, he took his recent ideas and, using Dragon Boy as a base, thought of making a modern Journey to the West. The kid with dragon wings became Son Goku, a character based on Sun Wukong from Journey to the West with his pole and cloud. Funny fact, all of it, the Monkey King, the pole, and the flying cloud, comes from a Chinese mythology, way before Journey to the West was written. Just like most of the content in Journey to the West, it was all based on already written mythologies and religions. But Goku wasn't only based on Sun Wukong. One of his most important abilities is obviously based on the famous werewolf. Besides that, only Oolong, based on Zhu Bajie, and Ox King, based on the Bull Demon King, are based on Journey to the West. Everything else isn't. Neither the story, Roshi, Bulma, Yamcha, and Tenshin Han aren't based on Journey to the West characters. Bulma wasn't based on Tang Sanzang. Funny fact, Tang Sanzang was based on a real person, and neither was Yamcha, based on Sha Wu Jing. People started to say that because they assumed all of it needed to be from Journey to the West. But no, it's just an adventure formula. The Wizard of Oz used the same formula, for example. You can compare it yourself. Bulma would be Dorothy, Goku the Scarecrow, Oolong the Tin Man, and Yamcha the Cowardly Lion. So no, Dragon Ball wasn't a Journey to the West copy. Yes, Toriyama thought about making a modern version of it, but in reality, that never really happened. Besides Son Goku, Oolong, and Ox King, all the other connections were made up by fans. In the end, Toriyama used Journey to the West the same way he used different Asian mythologies, kung fu movies, and foreign classics like Frankenstein, Dracula, the Terminator, Superman, werewolves, mummies, etc. He even did references to Disney. Dragon Ball is just full of culture in its originality.